Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. I am Stefano Ballerini. I'm part of the Nit Red team, and I'm here to present you an investment opportunity into our social business, Nit Red. So you might not know that, but 2015 was the hottest year on record in history. And finally, in 2015 in Paris, action has been taken in order to reduce CO2 and CH4 emissions. But unfortunately, no attention has been paid on nitrous oxide, or N2O. Paris was a fundamental milestone because it set the importance of establishing a framework for governments to drive down carbon emissions. It also set the importance of establishing effective monitoring system and clearly defined indicators to help private companies from the agricultural sector to monitor their impact on the ecosystem. Why agriculture? Well, because the high concentration of N2O comes from there. We also estimated that the impact of N2O on the ozone layer is 300 times more powerful than CO2. We estimated a potential market just for Italy of 130 million by applying the same rules you apply to the carbon market. And to comply with the regulatory limit by 2030, we need to reduce the N2O emission by an amount with a value of 13 million just for Italy. Even though this, at the moment, no governmental institutions or private company perceive this as a problem and understand its correlation with climate change. So as Nit Red, what we believe it is that it's important to raise awareness about this problem and encourage every attempt in order to reduce it. Our final goal is to influence policymakers so that they can take informed decisions in order to change the situation. We also want to educate new generation to tackle the N2O issue. So how are we going to make it? Well, first of all, by bringing the data that is already available there, the complexity of this data, we need to bring it down. Other than that, because this data belongs to different entities, we think it is necessary to create what we call a collective knowledge, where different entities can join together, share knowledge, share data, and share the environmental responsibility. Thanks to our network, which already includes some main partners, such as UNIDO, for example, we can support and aggregate other stakeholders, such as university. They are interested in testing their sensing technology and data modeling systems. Or, for example, governmental institutions. They want to set the regulatory framework and sustainability policy for the future. And activists, they are more interested on the communication side and the actual data. To do this, these stakeholders need a proper tool for communication. And this is why we built the most reliable cloud platform to understand and visualize CO2 emission. This is a computer-based modeling system and a simulation technology that is able to provide high precision measurements estimation of N2O emission. It aggregates satellite data with on-field sensors to get the most out of the data. It is also able to predict future emission in different regions of the world. Our is a social business with a two-phase business plan. In the first part, we think it's necessary to let people know about this problem, and this is why we're looking for investment to aggregate new data into our platform, improve our mathematical core, and to install physical sensors on the ground so that we can get actual data, reliable data from the ground itself. Once the community is established and the regulatory framework is set, we can pass to an operational phase where we can help private companies with their green marketing campaigns by delivering them, for example, footprint certifications. We set different milestones for the years to come, starting from the refinement of our platform and the sensibilization of top policymakers. We will also help the international community throughout the entire process to set the basis for the regulatory framework about N2O emission. As Nit Red, we believe it is important to let people know about a problem that is not perceived as such yet. Because, of course, the more you know, the more you realize what action you can take, and the more responsible you become. So thank you for making our collective knowledge actionable, and thank you.